Okay. So we'll just wait for some folks to start getting in here first, and then we will obviously start talking and all that good stuff.
Mhm.
All right. And it usually doesn't take very long before people, because it will announce, hey, this page is live. Get on here. You don't want to miss anything. So,
Well,
hello,
yeah,
hello.
the time difference is so big with the whole world that you get confused so easily.
So, like, what time is it currently where you're from?
10 hours different. I mean, with where I'm from right now, from Vegas to Moldova is 10 hours difference. From
Oh,
you,
wow.
from where you are is 7.
Okay. So it's still a pretty,
Oh yeah, it's like a good part of the day.
yeah, for sure. For sure. Hello, John. Welcome. Hi, Anna. So,
I
like I
feel
said, I will show them, or I'll announce them once they pop in. And if there's any questions, then I'll put them across the screen. As long as I can catch them, sometimes the comments go pretty fast, but I'll at least read them, even if we can't get
right.
them across the screen. Guys, make sure y'all are sharing this video. This is the wonderful Lena Scissorhands from the band Infected Rain. Share, 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 so we can get this awesome interview going. We've got lots to talk about. Maybe lots to talk about. Might be a little bit for a long time. Who knows? We'll see. I kind of just let these things go and do as they do, and try not to make them seem too scripted, because I don't think people really like that.
Yeah.
So let's see. Lena, how did you? Oh, Anna's already popping in with the questions.
Good. Bring it
She's
in.
okay. I'm gonna post it right up here, and you should be able to see it. Give me a second. There, it should pop on your screen.
I got it. Hey, Anna. Hello. So we're gonna do this, right? I'm gonna start with the beautiful Anna. Um,
Yes.
okay. Well, music was always kind of around me. It surrounded me since I was a little girl. I never had parents or relatives in like musicians, but they were.
Oh, okay.
But my mom and dad, they were professional dancers.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and in fact, I did my first steps in the rehearsal room.
Oh, wow.
That was kind of amazing. I was very little. I was like 9 months, and I started walking because I liked the music so much. And everybody was shocked because this little thing started walking,
Moving all over the place.
all over the place, and not I couldn't give them enough space to rehearse. Anyways, yeah, my mom said that I was always into music, into singing, and I always liked that, but I never had any musical studies, like neither in school, like the basic ones, or in a college or university. Unfortunately, I always liked it, but I don't know. I feel like I was guided by other things as well in my life. But somehow I ended up having lots of musicians as friends. So
Mm-hmm.
I would love to go see them play live and support smaller bands, bigger bands, whenever bands will come in town.
Just anybody. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Pretty much around I think I was 13 when I started listening to heavier stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's how I began loving metal. But I started as a musician with the band Infected Rain. I never
Okay.
had experience as a musician before, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, it was pretty tricky and challenging in the beginning for sure. So, but I tried my best to learn. I did a lot of individual lessons, vocal lessons. I
Mm-hmm.
went to different teachers, and yeah, I am who I am because of them and because of my hard work. Try to learn all the time till these days. I work with Melissa Cross. Try to see
Oh,
her
wow.
few times a year, and yeah, she's amazing. She made me understand what I couldn't figure out by myself, and
Mhm.
I can go through all the difficulties of the tour just thanks to her.
I think we
That's
got a little echo. I'm gonna try to turn mine down some. Hopefully that'll help. Maybe that'll be, I heard it, so I'm assuming everyone else can hear it, but usually it's on my end. So hopefully that fixes it. I'm laughing at at you talking about being in your parents' studio, because my mom always says that I was talking and singing before I could walk. Like I was already doing all that before I even knew how to get my feet going. My mouth was already running.
Exactly.
All right, let's see. Oh, we've got another question. Let me put this one up there for you. This is from John Perry.
Hello, John. Who inspires me to do music? I wouldn't say who, I would say what. I think everything inspires me. I write my own lyrics. I started writing lyrics way before I started singing. It was just something I really like to do, to just put my thoughts on a paper. And I did that in different languages, and it was kind of always with me. The only thing that inspires me is basically the life I go through and the experiences I have with people, family, friends, work. It doesn't matter. Everybody that's around me, in a way or another, they have, like, they leave something in my life. And sometimes you don't even know, but you might be the cause of my lyrics. And I don't really say that, I do say that, I'm inspired by everybody around me, but I would never be like, hey, this song is about this.
About you, yeah.
This person or this person, because it was bad to me or it was good to me. Not really, because I try, it is my personal experience, but when I write, I know we are very different like people and personalities and human beings, but in a way or another, our life experience sometimes is very similar. We have ups and downs, disappointments, we fall in love, we go through beautiful moments and through bad moments, all of us, somebody more, somebody less. So I feel like many people can see themselves in my lyrics or can find my lyrics.
Because it may mean a certain thing to you, but it might touch somebody else in a different way, but they still are getting, they're still enjoying it, still loving it, still getting inspiration from something. And it may be a totally different, idea, but the fact that they're still enjoying it and getting the love from it, I think that's really what music is supposed to do,
Exactly. And that's what I like about it as well, because I feel like this is my own kind of therapy. So I put it all there on the paper, and then it becomes a song, and then on the stage I go through these emotions over and over again. And you can see me cry sometimes on the stage, you can see me laugh, but all these emotions are pure, and I'm happy that I can go through them. Like I'm talking right now, I have some goosebumps. It is true though, it is true, because since I was little and I started listening to music, metal touched me because of the emotions.
Yeah.
Because how pure and sincere the emotions were. Nothing else, no other music genre has it as much. It does. Pop music does have it. A lot of other genres have it, but not as metal.
Exactly.
So it spoke to me. That's why I want to speak to people. And I get inspired by everything. It's just my rule now. Everything that goes through my hand, or I can feel with my skin, with my bones, I write it down. And then eventually it becomes a song.
And I always say, for me, just dealing with metal, whether it's radio or just going to shows and things, that was one of like the first experiences for me where I felt comfortable in being myself, just being how I am, the way I look, the way I speak, I don't necessarily fit into this mold, but going to metal shows, it never was like that. It was just like, oh, you like this band? Right on. And I just love that whole camaraderie that you get from the metal scene itself. And you don't necessarily get that in different genres. People do enjoy each other and love the shows and stuff, but it's a totally different feel going to the rock show,
Sure. I love going to shows myself, different ones, not only music. I love comedy shows. I love, circus. I don't know, I'm a very emotional person. So all these, when I watch a show, I feel like, wow, you
Feel
know,
it. Yeah.
oh, amazing. They can do this and they can do that, or this guy is so funny. Um, so I feel like it's amazing, but definitely metal shows are just different.
It's a whole different. If you have not, anybody that's tuning in right now, if you have not seen a true hardcore metal show live, you need to go. Like, you are totally missing out. And make sure it's at least 3 or 4 different bands so you kind of get a feel for different styles with the metal, and it's going to change your life. I'm just telling you right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. I want to make sure we're not skipping any comments. Hello, Corn. Corn says, hi, Lena.
Hi.
Got Michelle, Mike saying ciao, and then my husband saying ciao. They're sending kisses from France. So that's sweet.
Gracias. Oh, no, that was Spanish. I'm sorry. Sometimes you get so confused, especially by touring Europe, because you get across so many different languages.
Yeah.
And you're on the stage, you're like, oh my God, what language do I speak? I try my best to learn at least how
it all.
Now I remember.
What so far has been your favorite country to do a show in?
No, I can't choose. It's
you can't.
No,
they're all good in their own way. I'm sure.
Exactly. Some are smaller countries, so they have a different community. It feels like everybody knows each other. It feels like you get the vibe from the show, like they communicate, and they are so happy to see each other, and it's almost like a family party. And and I'm not saying that the show is small or the audience is small, but at the same time, sometimes you play in a bigger cities or huge countries, and you're like, oh my God, so many shows are going on right now, tonight, in this city. Who's gonna even come to the show? You know, because we get all the records. What else is happening that same night? And you're like, oh, what is gonna happen? And there's like a challenge. It is like a challenge, but it's also amazing. It's always been amazing. Europe is so good to us. We had a good feedback from every country we've ever been to, and it doesn't matter if it's a small club or a huge festival.
Oh goodness, let's see. We've got the Czech Republic in here saying hello.
Hi, I can see Toby. Hi, Tobias. Hi, Andre.
New York City, New Zealand, Virginia. Oh, we've got Texas, Bulgaria. All kinds of people. This is why I love doing things like this, because you bring in all kinds of different backgrounds, but we all come together for, obviously the love of music.
You guys make sure you share that so other people can see this live right now.
Share. Y'all know how we do it here. Oh, this is actually a good question. Okay. I'm going to pop it up there for you.
Okay. Well, hello, Henry. Thank you for that question. I speak pretty much on the same level 4 languages, which is Romanian, Russian, Italian, and English. And then I understand 2 more because of my ethnicity. It's Armenian language. My dad is Armenian, and I used to live in Armenia. Unfortunately, it's been years since I spoke it, so I'm losing it.
You can still understand it, though you just can't
understand it. So I don't consider it a language I speak for sure. Unfortunately, this is what happens when you don't use it. And also, I studied languages in university, and I learned Spanish. And again, it's not a language I can speak in, but I understand. And yo entiendo mucho, pero no hablo.
And it's funny because I actually grew up in Texas, so I can understand Spanish, but in Texas, it's like a Tex-Mex. It's like a slang. So it's not traditional Spanish. Absolutely. And then I come to Florida, and we have a lot of Cubans and a lot of Puerto Ricans here, and it's just, I can't, little pieces I'll catch.
That's what it is with languages, because my teacher was from Madrid, and her Spanish was way different too. But what is beautiful is I because I speak Italian and Romanian. They are both Latin languages.
Okay,
So
so they're like the base is the same.
they have not really, but they have similarities. And
Okay, so you can understand it because of the right.
I wish I
I
knew
got
more languages, I will be honest with you. But in order for me to learn a new language, I need my day to be at least 36 hours.
yeah. That would be nice. I would like 36 hours. I say that now, but then I'm like, no, I'd probably be like really, really, really tired. I'm already tired with the 24. So, all right, here's another question for you. And I hope it should pop the whole thing up there. We'll see. Okay, there we go.
Okay, hello from Canada. Hi, Gerald. Right? I hope I said it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Any plans for Canadian dates? Well, yes, we do have that in mind. Canada, just like United States, just like United Kingdom, just like Australia and many other countries, are a little bit more difficult for us to um, touch because of the paperwork situation. We need visas, which are not very easy to acquire if you come from a small country from Eastern Europe, which is understandable. They want to check on you and make sure you don't want to stay illegally in the country, which is totally understandable. I lived in different other countries. That's not only a problem of United States; it's a problem worldwide. So we understand that. But because we are an independent band, unfortunately, it is not that easy because you always need somebody that works with you and can hold your back.
Yeah.
Order for the people in the embassy to trust you and give you the opportunity to tour and share your music. Well, by saying that, I'm not complaining. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just gonna take a little bit more time.
A little time.
So
Yeah.
please be patient because we don't want to do any exceptions. We really literally want to tour worldwide. And if it was only depending on us, we would already be in there.
Exactly.
I promise you. This is all we want to do.
Yeah, we've got a couple questions. I'm not gonna post them all because they're the same thing. They're just asking. I mean, he was asking about Canada. We got people asking about USA touring, but I'm assuming it's the same situation.
We have a few people that thankfully are trying to help. A few people that get connected and they contact us and they try their best to see what they can do in order to help. And it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I promise you guys. I promise.
You heard it here.
Already when it does, because I hope you guys are ready. All right.
Yes, yes. Let's see. The same thing. They're Latin America, Mexico.
And unfortunately.
Yes. Let's see. You are the best. Come back to France. I cannot say this first name. I'm going to post it.
Thank you for hi. I think Julian.
I can't.
I'm not sure. Thank you for your question because actually we are gonna post some new dates tomorrow, hopefully, and we are just waiting for some confirmations, and hopefully there's gonna be a few dates in France actually that we are gonna add to our fall tour. So stay tuned and don't miss that because it doesn't happen very often.
So this one will lead into a question that I actually have. Okay. Do you know how many tattoos you have? Because I stopped counting when I hit about 30, 35. I just stopped.
Well, you asked me how many tattoos you have. The best answer I can give is one because it's all one canvas.
Right.
And they are all going to be connected sooner or later because they are already kind of connecting. Many tattoos, and I have many other ideas. And I'm sorry for whoever judged me and think I am, ruining my body. Really sorry about that. But it's my own body and it's my own decision. So it is one tattoo, one story, one art piece, I guess.
I actually had a lady at work. Whoops, hold on. I think I hit a wrong button. Hold on, hold on. No, don't. That's not what I meant to do. Don't. I hope I didn't mess this up. Okay. Excuse me. I totally hit a button I shouldn't have hit. It said in broadcast. I was like, no, that's not what I meant to do. I had a lady that at work and she was like, well, what does your mother think about all these piercings and tattoos? And I was like, my mom doesn't care and I'm grown. So,
Many
you
people
know,
forget. I mean, I know I don't look my age, but yeah, they think, you're a teenager and what are you
yes.
ruining your
You're
life?
like 22 or something, aren't you? I was like, oh, you're so sweet. But no.
Thank you, but no. So anyways,
Yeah.
I understand that, although I didn't really get that much, especially here in the United States. But I
Mm-hmm.
get that a lot in Europe, and I get that a lot in Eastern Europe. It's not
Yeah.
people's fault. It's just that the generation of older people, of our like um, grandparents and our parents, they grew up in
Yeah.
a little bit of a different world, and
Mm-hmm.
tattoos were a taboo, and that's why they let's say they are not that open-minded towards them. But many
Yeah.
people, I will be honest with you, many people, they surprise me and they get tattooed, in their older age. They get their first tattoo because they wanted it all their life, and they understand.
Yes. And then they're finally like, forget it. I don't care what anybody says. I'm just gonna do it anyway.
They understand how cool the tattoo became. It's like art. Everybody's so good. It's actually a problem is to find a good artist,
Artists,
not
yes.
as a good artist, but as a good person, because all the artists are so good.
Yeah. Man, I had those issues because actually these I had to the top part is done by a different artist than the bottom portion. And the top is just I just got he dug into me so bad. It's so dark. And the bottom's all bright and it just you can tell it's two totally different artists. I'm just like, it's okay.
Yeah.
I love it. What for you was the most painful spot to get done? Because I know everybody is
Yeah, I got
different.
a few, but I think the most painful spot was the back of my skull.
Oh gosh.
I have it over here. Can you see?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was painful.
That looks painful.
Oh, come on, it looks so pretty. It's so
It looks good though, but I'm just I see it and I'm the kind of person when I see someone's tattoo that's like in a different spot, I immediately just go, oh God, I know what that probably felt like. Like I immediately go to thinking of how
like
it
very spicy.
felt. Yes. Let's see. I hope you're ready to rock Italy because I am. Let me
Yes,
show you.
Italy, for all the Italian fans, per favore venite ai nostri concerti. È un altro concerto, probabilmente sarà aggiunto al nostro tour domani, probabilmente uno o due, si vedrà. Comunque un concerto o due o tre, andate sul nostro sito e da domani o dopodomani la lista sarà completa. Spero che il mio italiano non è male ora. Thank you.
Sean, the band name is Infected Rain, and I'm a little behind on the comments because I'm trying to catch as many as I can. So let's see. Here we go. It's a good one.
Oh, yeah, actually, hi, Jesse. I remember you. He's a big fan. Well, thank you, first of all, for all your love and support you give. And yes, we do work on new material. And yes, we are going to hopefully give you something new by the end of this year.
There you go. This is a question that I ask everyone that I interview. It's one of my favorite questions to ask because it kind of gets you out of your normal element of metal, obviously. But what is a band or a genre of music that has inspired you that really isn't metal?
Oh yeah, there's plenty. I love music. I love music. I love dancing. I love singing. And as I said, that was kind of with me always.
Mm-hmm.
So I like older pop music. I'm a big fan of Michael Jackson, and I'm a huge fan of Queen.
Yes.
I do like some of Beatles stuff, and I even have all that in on my vinyls. So very often, with pleasure, I listen to that at home. Um, Also, there is sometimes some interesting jazz musicians that are very interesting to me, and with a certain mood, I listen to them with pleasure. So it's
Hmm.
really a lot. If you go through my list of music, you're gonna be surprised. It is mainly metal, but you're gonna be surprised to find some even rap musicians.
Yeah,
Um,
I've got a good blend. I said if anyone hit shuffle on my music, they'd probably be really surprised at the songs that are on there.
yeah, you know, my one rule for music is if your song makes me feel, it means it's good. And it doesn't
Yeah.
matter what genre it is.
Yeah, because I mean, depending on what situation you're going through, what emotion you're in, you might need to hear a little slow, love song or something, or you might be really angry and want to hear some really power like black metal. You never really know. So I always keep my mind
That's so funny
open.
because usually I listen to a heavier and darker music not when I'm angry. Not
Well,
really.
and everybody, and it's so different. For me, it really depends on the band because, like, I was just cooking earlier and I made pork chops and smothered pork chops and some rice and stuff. And I was playing funk music, like old soul music, because that's me. That just fits with what I was doing. I felt like I was at my grandma's house and at a family reunion or something. So that totally fit what what I was doing at the
Yeah,
time. Let's see. Thank you, Heather. She said she's loving our hair.
thank
Got lots of people saying hello.
I
Let's see. Someone's saying to excuse me, visit the Philippines. And John wants to know how can he get your autograph?
Well, for now, you can get my autograph or the band members' autograph only at our shows. It is going to be available later on in the year, hopefully, on some of my posters. It is going to be available for sale and hopefully for some of the calendars we did with some of the photographers. But
Nice.
that's something we can do after the tour because, as I said again, we are an independent band and self-managed, and we do everything by ourselves.
Which is
Literally,
awesome.
even going to the post office to send you and mail you whatever you um, bought,
Order.
you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, just give us a little bit of time. Sometimes we can do both together, but we are getting ready for it, and you're going to be surprised with all our ideas and all our new stuff we come out with after this tour.
So let's talk a little bit about your modeling because I know that's a passion of yours. What kind of got you into it, and what would you say to anyone that's thinking of doing it themselves? Like I used to model a long time ago before I had my children. Years. Actually getting back into it myself, but I just do it more to help out. I have a lot of friends that are designers and to kind of get their clothing out as such as I'm wearing one of my friends right now. This is Shredded Dreams. She's got really great stuff. You should check her out. But what got you started in doing it?
Well, my story is a little bit more different. I became a hair and makeup artist when I was 16.
Mm-hmm.
And I was still in school studying, but at the same time working like part time so I can finish my
Yeah.
school. It was never a job I chose because I wanted to go to school. It was because I needed money. I come from a
Yeah.
very poor family, so I started working pretty early because of that. The only thing is, I got very lucky because I figured out right away what I like. And, I have siblings, I have younger sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And since we were kids, I always played with their hair. I used to love to braid them, to get them ready for school. And I knew I loved that. And then little by little, I started doing hair for my friends and, that
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. And then I decided that, I need a job anyway. So I'll
Yeah.
go and study and become, somebody I want to. I always had this idea that you have to enjoy your job, otherwise it's miserable. And
Yes.
just the fact that you need money, it's sometimes not enough. It's okay for a temporary job, but not for a job that you do for a while, because life is too short and you can't spend time hating it. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why I became a hairdresser and later on a makeup artist. And I started right away working in a beauty salon. I worked with a lot of beautiful models later on in the years. I worked in Italy as well for this L'Oreal laboratory in Rome.
Oh,
And
sweet.
yes, I worked for some cool projects with some photographers, which gave me really interesting ideas. And I felt like my creativity goes really wild when I do that. And that was my favorite part. So I got my first photo shoot by accident. This one friend of mine, she's like, "Hey, I know this amazing photographer. He's from Moldova, and his name is Roman Rybalov. If you're
Uh-huh.
watching this, which I doubt it, but if you're watching this, thank you, because he was the first one who took my first photo shoot. I was 19, and we literally only have maybe 3 pictures from that
Yeah.
photo shoot. He's a very, very busy guy. He has his own photography school. He's a super talented, multi-talented, I would say, and very interesting human being. And yeah, everything started with that photo shoot. Everything started with him. And I discovered that, hey, I like that a lot because I do my own hair, I do my own makeup, I create
Mm-hmm.
my own looks very often. I also create um, I modify the stuff I wear.
Yeah.
So so it is like I create this picture and I have this idea in my mind. If I'm lucky enough to work with very good photographers and good artists, I know exactly how it's gonna look. I share those ideas with them, and if I feel like I create. So the hunger for create for I don't know. I always have that. Like I want to create. I have ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Write them down. I have like a special notebook only for that, and yeah, I just like doing that. It makes me feel more complete. I wish I could. I don't know. I wish I could draw sometimes because
Oh God, me too. I say that all the time. My brother
I
can
have
draw.
so
My
many
kids
ideas.
can draw. I
Yeah,
can't.
I can draw. I can draw my face. That's pretty much it.
I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is
So
how I
I
a little.
started actually. I started cosmetology, but I didn't really like it. I like doing my hair, but I didn't really want to sit and do other people's hair. So I actually am an esthetician. So I just did skin,
Mhm.
full specialty skin and nails. So that's
Yeah.
pretty funny. We kind of did the little bit
That's
of the same thing, but my push for it was I wanted to be able to do something where I didn't have to compromise who I was to do a job. Like I wanted to still be able to be Renee, whether it was with crazy hair or piercings or tattoos
yeah.
or my mouth sometimes, but just to be able to be me and
Yeah.
still be able to do that and and make money. So
Exactly, exactly. It definitely started for fun, but later
mhm.
on, as I said, I worked. It was my job. I did that
Yeah.
job for 12 years, and
Wow.
like full time.
Hmm.
And I had the opportunity to work with very beautiful people, very amazing artists, and I had this cool projects with some photographers, and I would work with some interesting models, and it was very awesome and fun to even just be there at the photo shoot and help them out, in order to deliver that feeling or that look that I created. So when I do it myself, you can very often see that the whole mood. I even talk with photographers about the colors that
Yeah.
they are going to use. I would be like, I see this look really bright, really
Hmm.
colorful, or vice versa. I see it really dark, mysterious, and gothic, or I see it this way or this way. This is have to be this more like vintagey looking, and most of the times we work very well together, and
Yeah.
we have a beautiful result.
I was gonna say it's
So
good to get with a photographer that can understand what you have up here that you're trying to bring out. Because a lot of times I do a lot of I get a lot of stuff drawn. I love artwork, like actual like cartoon work and stuff. I have so many pictures done because I just love the whole work that goes into actually taking someone and turning them into a cartoon or drawing them, whatever. I just love that. And sometimes I'm like, okay, this is the idea in my head, and trying to get that idea to paper doesn't always come through because my head's a little whoop. But when it does, it comes out really, really well. This is a good question. The second part of it you already answered, but I'm going to post it anyway for the first part.
How did I learn to scream? In the beginning, it was just me trying, and it sounded really funny. I definitely tried to sound like somebody I heard already, somebody that is in the band already, because I didn't know how to do it properly. But then, as I said before, I learned some with my own mistakes. I definitely had some vocal problems in the beginning because I would like tear my vocal cords apart because I wanted to scream my brains out, you know. But that we are talking about a long time ago. And just like a little kid that learns to walk, I fell multiple times and I hurt myself. But then now I can run, you know, and that's mainly thanks to Melissa Cross. She's my teacher.
People don't realize that there's vocal training that has to be done to be able to do it properly.
I have my own routine I go through, even when I just rehearse. I have my own routine even when I am not even rehearsing and I'm away from the band. I need to do that in order for my vocal cords to stay in shape. Yeah. And then before every show, I go through a special like ritual in order to be ready physically, in order to look good, and in order for my vocal cords to sound as good as they can sound.
No, I totally understand it. I did choir for pretty much all through junior high and high school, and so I understand the work that actually has to go into doing it correctly and, you know, perfecting it, and then of course constantly working on yourself as that goes. Let's see. We've got a thank you that I just want to post because it's a little long, and I know they want it to be seen, so I'm going to post it here.
Oh, okay. Hi, Corey. I know you. Thank you so much for your love and everything you do for the band, all the posts and comments and shares you do. And I hope to meet you one day in person. And yes, thank you, Mirka, a lot for helping. Mirka is a very big fan of Infected Rain. She's from Czech Republic, and she's been helping the band a lot. She's been connecting to other fans of ours around the world, her and Marcel from Germany. Big thank you, and I literally bow in front of you because you guys did so much and you are doing so much for the band.
It's important. I think a lot of people don't, and not y'all per se, but I have dealt with bands that forget to humble themselves and forget to understand like where they've come from and how much they mean to the fans, and that irritates me a bit.
Yeah. Well, you can't, I don't know how you could forget because it's all around you. Unless you separate yourself fully from you know, the online life, which, don't get me wrong, I understand. Not many people can stand this. Even sometimes I go crazy. I'm like, oh my God, one day I'm going to just shut this down.
Oh, I just said that this morning.
But in the same, from the other side, though, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful that there is internet and that gives me an opportunity to be so close to our fans, because I respond to every email, every message, every direct message on Instagram, unless it's something stupid or unless it's not even a question and they say, hi. If I don't know,
hi.
Answer to hi. I'm sorry. I have so many times every day. So hello up front to everybody. It's nothing personal. If you want to ask me something, just do it because I'm going to answer. I do that. I do that all the time. I take time to do that. Maybe not every day, but I do. And I'm so thankful that internet gives us that opportunity. And
obviously without the internet, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing right now. So
exactly.
We praise it where it needs praise, and then we kind of the rest of the time. Okay, so Nora wants to know, how do you know each other? I guess you and the other members of Infected Rain.
Really, is that her question? Because Nora, if it's Nora that I know, she knows already.
Well, I will post it, and you can let me know if this is the Nora that you
Hi,
know.
Nora. Yeah, that's her. Hi, Lena. How did you all know each other? Oh, Infected Rain members, really? All right. Well, I didn't think you didn't know that. That's kind of everywhere. We were just friends. And Moldova is a very, very small country, especially Chisinau, which is the capital, is a very small city. And all this just few musicians and everybody know each other. In a way or another, we know each other or we are friends. And that's how we started. We started in the beginning, me, Vidik, the guitar player, and back in the days, we used to have a DJ, DJ Kappa. And
wow.
That's how we started the band. And then little by little, we had other band members. We had our first 2 shows, and then we had to change some members because they left the country. So yeah, we are in this family that we are right now for the past 8 or 7 years now.
Oh, wow, yeah. I keep seeing a lot of questions about people asking different countries that you're going to tour. And I know we already touched on it, but I know there's probably new people in that didn't hear you say it. So if you want to just repeat that, just so I don't have to keep skipping this question.
No problem. So everybody, I want you to know we don't make any exceptions. We really want to tour everywhere. The only reason we are not so far, it's just because it's not very easy to get visas. And because we are an independent band, it takes a while. And it takes more time, more money, more dedication, and more, paperwork. So it's going to happen, I promise you. Just please be patient. And
they're working on it.
Stay tuned, because when that happens, it's going to be big.
Very big. Thank you, Heather, for liking her page. Guys, if you are watching, this is the first time you've ever seen this wonderful young lady. This is Lena from the band Infected Rain. Make sure you go and like their page here on Facebook as well as Instagram. And y'all are on Twitter as well, I'm assuming?
Yeah, the band.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Do all that. Find them, like them.
Everywhere. It's just Google it.
Here, we've got a few people that work with the OA radio, so I'm not exactly sure who wrote the question, but it is a good one, so I wanted to post it.
Well, we actually have lots of bands we like and that we think we could fit well together. We played with many of them that we love already. We didn't really tour much with big bands, just a few, but we shared the stage on at the festivals, and we got to know some bands really close, and some of them appear to be even nicer and even better than we even thought.
Yeah.
So I'll be honest with you, I can't wait until we can have a small or big tour with the band Korn, because I was a very big fan when I was a kid, for sure, and Jonathan Davis definitely inspired me as a musician, as a vocalist, especially in the beginning. He is a very emotional guy, and I learned from him that I don't have to be shy of what I'm feeling on the stage. And we got the opportunity to play together last summer, and I was lucky enough to talk to him. And I told him that, and he was very touched, and he was super nice. Him, the drummer Ray, and everybody else in the band were super humble, super nice, and I feel like it would be amazing to tour with them, because we are very nice people too, and we love what we're doing. And I feel like our history and background is kind of similar in a different way, but also at the same time in a similar way. So definitely want to share the stage with Metallica, definitely want to share the stage with other bands that we love. We are very big fans of Architects. We are very big fans of North Lane from Australia. There's so many good bands out there. So many good bands.
There's a ton.
August Burns Red, were amazing. We played with them before, and we keep in touch, and you know, like I can go on and on like that.
You have a big fan. They keep posting, so I want to post their comment. They don't want to get missed here.
Hi, thank you so much.
Let's see. Todd says he absolutely loves Infected Brain. They are his most favorite band.
Well, thank you so much. That means a lot.
Let's see. Okay, here we go. I'm going through the comments right now, so.
Yes, it was. At the bottom of the bottle has a very big meaning for me. I had some relatives in my life that were abusing alcohol and some other substances only because they thought that would make their life easier. And they were not bad people, and they were not, they were, I don't know, they were just weak. And I feel like there are so many people like that out there that they think they're trying to find a very easy solution to their problems, but you gotta understand that substances, I guess, and especially alcohol is not a good way out. Absolutely. The best way out is to talk.
Yeah.
Talk about your problems with your relatives, talk about your problems with your friends, because sometimes the answer is easier than you think, even for a very big problem. Please be more open. Don't close in your own mind, in your own room, and separate everybody that loves you away from you. Don't push them away, because I know for sure at least 10% of people you know will be there for you. And you know what? Sometimes it's better to have 10% than to be alone. So don't do that. And that is definitely very close to me. And I just had to put it down on a piece of paper.
And they tell you, write and sing what you know, and that is definitely a relatable song for so many people.
Definitely.
People get kind of lost in this, and they're not actually dealing with things. They're just kind of trying to hide them or cover them up, and that always makes
you
things
understand that when you bottle the problems, you bottle in, I think is the correct word, right? That one time it's gonna be full. One day this bottle is gonna pop. It's gonna be full, and sometimes you don't even want to know what is gonna happen when that is gonna like explode.
And you don't know who you're going to explode on is the thing. It might be someone that you truly care about, and now you just let all that out.
Yeah.
They weren't ready. Let's see. Let's post this one.
Yes, I have you began with Ginger your concerts. I don't really understand the question, but
I think they're talking about the band Ginger.
I know the band Ginger. They are from Ukraine. And I believe we started a little bit before them, like maybe a year before, but that doesn't matter. We started very similar. We had a very similar beginning and very similar fate in music and path in music for a while. We shared stages together. We helped each other out with booking some shows and knowing some people. We shared some contacts in order to help each other. I always felt very related to Tatiana. Not really sure if she feels the same, but I feel very close and very related to many female vocalists these days, but especially to her because we border with Ukraine, and I feel like we have a very similar culture and a very similar lifestyle and very similar fate, I guess. And it was not very easy back in the days when the countries used to be part of USSR, and how hard it was to survive when we were kids. We are pretty much the same age, and that's what I can say about it.
Kind of like sisters, but a little bit.
I know that you're a big Slipknot fan. Did you ever met them, and how was it? Well, yes, I am a very big Slipknot fan. I only saw them 3 times in very different times of my life. So I'm talking back in the days. I think first time was when I was 18 or 19, and then I saw them after the tragical death of the bass player, and then I saw them 2 years ago. And I still am a huge fan. I'm a fan of the band. I'm a fan of Corey Taylor as a songwriter, as a writer in general, and as a vocalist. I think he's very powerful, and I love the way he writes and what he writes about. And also, I feel like they've been through a lot. They've been misunderstood in the beginning. They were the first band to have so many members and being metal band, but also so weird, wearing masks and being so brutal. And, you know, like people were not ready for them. I feel like I was very ready when I, when I had my job and I had my first salary. I went and I bought my first 2 albums, and it was on cassette. And
oh yeah,
that was Iowa of Slipknot, and it was Roots of Sepultura. And I will always have a big special place in my heart for these 2 albums, just because they were the first love. Don't forget your first love, right?
No, you don't.
I never got to meet them yet. I do follow Corey Taylor. He lives here in Vegas as well. I never met him. No, I really want to. I really want to shake his hand and tell him thank you for everything he did for metal and everything he did for every metalhead, not only me.
Exactly. What was the first live show that you ever went to?
Oh, well, I went to different smaller shows before. I went to this like one big one that I consider a very special one. And I was 17. I moved to Italy already. And I was in Italy for only 3 months. And I discovered about this one festival that was way, way far from Rome, where I used to live. But I was very ready to go, and I was so excited. I just went. It was a very interesting journey I had. I didn't really speak the language well in 3 months. You can't learn much yet.
Yeah.
I was alone. I had nobody yet to go with. So I went alone to Bologna, which is it's a city in Italy that is like pretty much 8 to 9 hours drive from Rome. Actually, not drive. I took the train to go there, and it was a big festival. And that's when I saw Korn for the first time. I saw Il Nino. I saw him.
Oh, nice.
I saw, who else was there? Many other bands, many other smaller, bigger, local bands. It was a 12-hour festival, and that was the biggest festival I ever seen in my life. I was so happy. And I was in first row. It was an open air festival. I don't know how I managed to to get there, but that's when I knew for sure that one day I'm going to be on stage.
That did it for you. My first show, like live show, where I actually was like close to a stage, and it was actually No Doubt. I saw No Doubt and Garbage. Yes, I am dating myself a lot right now, but I saw No Doubt and Garbage, and it was amazing. Gwen Stefani has a killer. That woman's got a lot of energy. I don't know how she keeps up, but she is ridiculous.
I know, and I always like No Doubt and Garbage. Always. I remember back in the days when MTV used to be cool.
Actual MTV, yes, real MTV, not this now. And it was funny because people are like, "Oh, did you know the VMAs were on?" I was like, "I had no idea. Like, I had no idea they were even on. It's not like how it used to be." So.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we have a question here. Top 3 male singers. Well, it is really difficult to answer that because I can't choose only three. There's so many good ones. I would
Yes.
definitely put there Corey Taylor for sure. As I said, for many reasons, he is very amazing and very great for me. At least I consider him great. Also, I love Tino Moreno from Deftones. He has a
Oh yeah.
super special place in my heart. I love Deftones since I was 16, and I love them till these days. Never saw them live yet, but my dream is to have a song with him.
One
Really,
day.
one
Yeah.
day. Yeah. I even have him tattooed on me. I love the way he sings. The everything about Deftones is amazing, and all other projects he sang for, and all other songs he was invited in as a guest for other bands also are amazing. Say another one. I will choose Mitch Lacker
Oh
from Suicide Silence. Uh,
yeah.
I was very sad when he was gone, and I also have him tattooed on me. I think he is the best when it comes to brutal type of vocalizing, and
Yes. There's I mean, people try to, I don't want to say copy, but kind of mimic it. And there's really,
yeah,
he had a certain way about it, and I don't really feel like anyone can touch it the way that he touched
he
it.
was very special. I never met him, but I know how close he was and how emotional he was towards his fans.
Yes.
That is something that not many artists have, unfortunately, and
Yeah.
that touched me a lot. And also, his lyrics are amazing too, very powerful. He was not afraid to speak up about certain things, and he was not afraid to be more brutal, even if needed, in order
Yeah.
to say it, put it there.
I
And
got
that
to
was
see them
amazing.
one time in concert. And I actually saw the, once they got a new singer, I saw them perform, and it still was good, but it wasn't,
It's just different, yeah, for sure.
Here we go. Let's post this one.
Their song Mold changed a lot for me and my taste in music. Thanks a lot. And I hope I've got the chance to see you live one day. Hello, Marcus, and thank you for this. I hope that changed it in a good way. It's interesting how that could change it. But the fact that this song touched you is already very important, and it means already a lot for us. Thank you so much for writing that and say it out loud, because believe it or not, we need to hear that. We need to feel this feedback from you. It is important.
It is. It's good to know that, obviously you write music for yourself, but it's nice when you know that it actually is touching someone else. That's why I'm going to actually share this other comment,
Okay.
because it's really sweet. So I'm going to post someone on there too.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you so much. Well, I hope we will never disappoint you, and hopefully we can meet you one day at our show, and we can say that we very often come down from the stage and talk to people. So don't be afraid to speak up. Come say hi. And
That's awesome.
Thank you so much, Jeffrey.
I can't read this next comment. I don't know if you can, but we'll see. It's not in English, so all right.
Yeah, this is Russian, and
Thought so.
Anastasia. She's asking when are we gonna play in Chisinau, which is the capital, which is our hometown. And Unfortunately, there's no dates for this year yet, and it won't be anymore. Maybe next year, hopefully. Believe it or not, we have to play very rare in our own hometown, because it's a very small town and the whole country is not too big, and you don't want to be there too often because you want people to be hungry for you. So
Exactly.
that's our little secret, Anastasia. Thank you for asking. And спасибо большое, что ты смотришь и что ты написала. Мы обязательно постараемся сделать концерт в следующем году. All right.
Okay. Here we go. Here's another one. I'm just going through the, like I said, I'm a little further back than where the comments are showing on Facebook, just because I'm trying to catch a lot of stuff. So,
well, I would say, you know, my lyrics are fully written by me. The only nobody helps me with my lyrics, and the boys are included, not included. They write the music, and then I try to write the vocal melody for the song, and then we work on it together. Now, I said that before, but probably you were not connected, Gerald. Thank you for your question anyway. It is. I don't know, it is, as I said, it is fully based on my life experience, and it has a purpose, for sure. It has a message. It has, I really want to deliver certain things to people, and I wish to help people with problems they can solve or situations they are in that they think there's no way out. There's always a way out, and somehow I am trying my best to deliver that through my songs, and it definitely has a meaning and a reason. I hope I understood your question correctly.
yeah, I think you answered it very well.
Okay. All right. Any new videos in the works? Yes. Hopefully by the end of this year, we are going to be able to record some new material, and hopefully we're going to be also able to film some. We are going to have some time off between in the middle of this fall tour, when we are going to come back and work on the new material. So we have multiple ideas that I can't speak up yet. It's
just gotta wait.
Just gotta wait, but definitely we work on it for sure.
I'm going to post this next question just because it's a little kooky, and I like kooky, so.
Hey, Guy, I know him. What's my favorite animal? Well, first of all, I want to say thank you. Guy is an amazing person, a beautiful soul, and a very big fan of Infected Rain. He's from Belgium, and he's been traveling around Europe a little to see us here and there, and he's been helping a lot, and he has a specific page on Facebook dedicated to friends and family of Infected Rain, where he shares everything he ever finds online. Even sometimes I don't even know those about the existence of some pictures or videos. So thank you guys for that. I don't have a favorite animal because I really love nature and its creatures a lot. I really do. And I have so much love for animals, and I wish I could have more pets. And in general, I wish I had pets all over my house, but I can't because I travel so much and I love them too much to leave them alone like that for so long. So traveling, unfortunately, has its ups and downs. So this is one of the rules. Not even my plants survive when I leave.
Let's see. Here's another one. Nope, we're gonna echo.
Nick, what impression do you have from Ukraine? I was at your show in Ternopil. It was insane. Please come back again. Well, we have we have a lot of love for these two countries that border with us, this Romania and Ukraine. We will feel at home there no matter what. And that's why we love it. You know, we do feel like home there. And thank you, Nick, a lot for coming to our concert. And yeah, we love Ukraine, and we hope to be able to tour more and more in the future. We had a few issues why we couldn't that I unfortunately can't say, but it was not depending on us. So yes, мы очень любим Украину и надеемся приехать еще к вам в гости.
Ryan says, sorry, there's an echo. I tried to turn it down, but it's not working.
Okay, don't worry.
Here. I'm just going to randomly post some comments.
Thank you, Ryan.
Here's another one. Come on.
No, I can't. That's a rule I have, and I only sing either in my rehearsal room or on the stage or when I record. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. This sounds funny.
All right. Let's see Disney pictures. Okay. Who is my favorite Disney character? Well, I am a big Disney nerd. And it's funny because I got into Disney movies recently when I got older. I didn't really grow up with many movies in general before. So I have a few that I love. Really, I have a few movies that I really, really love, and I watch them thousands of times. But my favorite Disney character, oh my God. I think my favorite Disney character is Rafiki from Lion King. Lion King was my first Disney movie I saw, and I love it. I love it. It was emotional, and I cried. And I have Rafiki tattooed on me right here.
That's awesome. Here we go.
With me has helped me with the darker days when I'm down, when music always brings me up. Thank you so much, Brian. Thank you. That's what I was talking about. You know, if a song or a band can do that, hold to it, because it's the best therapy, really. Music can change your life. Even if you're only listening to it, you're not actually writing it or performing it. Music can change your life, for sure. Thank you so much.
There seems to be a lot of people that are commenting about being touched and by your music. So I'm trying to, the ones that I see, I'm trying to share because I know it's good to see those as well.
Hi, Todd. Orphan Soul is one of the songs that touched me. Thank you. I was really touched the first I heard. Yes. That's why after we released Orphan Soul, I felt like I need to speak about it. And we did this making of little video where I actually sat down and explained why we did that, why we wrote that, why we filmed it that way, and what does it mean to me. And I'm very happy that that could help you too. And I'm very happy that you can relate to it, because I know many people can. In a way or another, many people unfortunately have family issues. They are different, but they are there. So, you know, but we are who we are thanks to our past and thanks to our family.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter how good or bad it was. We just have to learn from our past and try to change the future, but never be there and pity yourself or be like, oh, my life is so bad because of my past, or because of my family was fucked up, or because this and that. No, that's not what you are, and that's not what you're gonna be. Absolutely.
And I always, what I say all the time is that, you know, people are going to be rude or nasty to you. They're going to judge you. They're going to say things, and how you let it affect you is on you. Like, you can't control what comes out of somebody's mouth. You can't control how somebody treats you, but you can control how it affects you and how you let it either change your life for good or for bad. So a lot of times I'll see things happen. I always try to find something positive in the situation, because I know how easy it is to let the negativity like take you over and consume you.
Very easy. You know, I know life is not easy, and I know, especially when we are kids, not much is in our power because we are small. We are just small little humans that came to this world in this particular family with this particular problems or issues. You can't change that, but you
No.
can learn from that. You can learn. Definitely.
Ori says, any advice for people with extreme anxiety? Things got better for me, but I still struggle a lot with it. I love you so much. Bye.
I I have to be honest with you. It all depends of how bad it is and what exactly causes it. But as I said before, the only cure is to speak up. And because only when you speak up and you talk about it with either your family or your loved ones or your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever that is closer to you, if you speak it up, it sometimes you might be shocked how easy you find a solution.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe sometimes people that um, make you feel this anxiety or situations that make you feel that way, they happen because they don't even know that that affects you that much.
Yep.
You know, sometimes people are just limited. That's what it is, you know, either because they're stupid or because they are um, just don't want to see certain things or because they are too busy with their own life and they just never notice that certain things bother you or certain things are so difficult for you to apprehend or to understand or you know, and sometimes we make the issue in our head bigger than it really is or
Yep.
vice versa. It is really big, but nobody around you can understand and can feel it or see it. So you make sure you show them. You make sure you tell them how you feel because it's not okay to keep it inside.
And
If
and not only that, you might speak on it and that person might be going through the same thing too, but they don't know how to handle it. Now you done opened up and now all of a sudden they can, we
exactly
can help each other.
another good cure, especially if for some reason you can't speak up or you don't have a person to say it out loud to or whatever, put it all on a paper.
Yep.
Either write it down or paint or do something. Art has the magnificent power of curing.
It
And
does.
it doesn't have to be an art that you're gonna be like, oh, this is ugly. Who, what people? This is not art. No, it doesn't matter. Put it, just get it out. In a way, get it out. Don't keep it inside. Get it out. And art is the best way to get something out. Trust
And
me.
I will tell y'all, having like an actual diary or journal is so helpful because you're getting all of this out. And
That's
then, you might go back and read it later and be like, what the heck was I going through? Or you might, even like they have like on Facebook this on this day and it'll show you from like last year or the year before. Sometimes I see stuff that I posted and I'm like, wow, what was I going through? Or I'll see it like I saw a video actually from last year where I was talking about all the stuff I wanted to do. Like I was like, I'm going to be doing this next year and I'm going to be doing this. And like seeing myself talk about it and knowing that I've done it was like awesome. It was like this personal pat on my back. Like I had this affirmation, this confirmation that I pushed myself and I
yes.
did it.
Another thing I do that helps me as well to achieve certain goals I have in life is every new year I write a little list of things I want to do next year. Even things that are so big and so impossible you think to achieve in 1 year, doesn't matter. Big things, buy a car, skydive, I don't know, huge, crazy things. Whatever you want, put it on that list. You're going to be surprised. Next year, open that list. Next year, you open that list and I put it with my, Christmas tree. And
Yeah.
I know, so I open it at the New Year's next year and I read. And sometimes I cross like more than half of it. And I do it every year. It's the little ritual we had in my family since I was a kid. And I thought it was so cool. And I still do it.
Yeah, that was for me because I like I said, I watched that video and then I was talking to my husband and he's like, what? Because I was just kind of just sitting over there just like cheesing, like, all right, I did that, especially like next month, well, actually, not even next month, it's in a couple weeks, we're doing Onyx Fest, which I was really nervous about doing. But that is the festival that we're doing where the proceeds are going to the Organization for Autism Research. And my youngest son is on the spectrum. So that was like a big deal of picking that charity to be able to give back. And it's like, we're doing this. We've got these bands coming that support the cause, and they're just doing it for not only the love of music, but to be able to help this really great cause. And I think it's important to give back, you know, so you're still getting to hear some awesome music, but you're also giving to an organization that really needs, especially with, I think it's like 1 in 5 families are affected by someone that is autistic.
That's very, very big.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of you guys. You should do it for sure.
I'm really excited. We plan to do it every year and do a different cause each year. So
Well, hopefully one day we can be part of it.
we definitely would love to have you guys come and support. And I'm sure everybody here in the US would love to be able to see you guys on a live front. And of course, know that it's going to charity. You know, you're not just giving and it's not going in someone's pocket. It's actually helping. Wanted always ask you, who plays the piano part in Lullaby?
It's actually a piece that was recorded. All right, so we have the information about it on the back of the album, so you can find the name of the musician. Well, I don't know him personally, that's why I can't tell you his name or what he's doing. He's just a very big and talented musician from Moldova, and our drummer knows him well and worked with him before. He recorded that for us.
Okay. I'm posting this because it's just a true statement, and I actually believe it myself. So I'm going to post it on here.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome. Thank you, David.
Let's see. I don't really feel like there's a normal per se. I think people need to just be who they are, regardless of what that is. As long as you're not hurting anybody or doing anything illegal.
I mean, define normal.
Exactly. So, you know, and I like I said it on my last live that someone told me that I ruined my face with my piercings or I ruined my body. And I was like, it's my face.
Yeah.
You know, it's my body.
We should judge people that intrude in somebody else's life and ruin somebody else's life or body. Not when you do it, you know. Anyways, yeah, there are unfortunately still people that will judge us, and that's gonna be there for a while.
I think adults need to kind of look at life and the world the way like 2 and 3-year-olds do, because they just, everything's amazing. Exactly. Everything's awesome.
They love it. Kids just love it. When they see all these colors, they love it.
They love everything. Kids probably come up to me the most, ask me what this tattoo is. What is that? Oh, I like your cheeks, you know, and it's not that I need someone to tell me they like how I look, but it's sweet.
Because it's so pure and they speak up and they don't lie to you.
No, it's very innocent, and you know they're just like, even my kids, they want to draw on themselves with markers. and you know, we had got them these tattoos. They're called second skin, so they actually look like real tattoos. And when we got married, they had them on and they were so happy to wear their little
same with I have a sister, 20 years difference with her, and I colored her hair, of course, with you know, temporary hair dye, and without, you know, ruining her hair. Don't judge me. But yeah, she was so much into it. She loved it, rainbow hair, and she comes to my metal shows and she knows all the lyrics.
Yeah, my oldest daughter, because I used to have my head shaved, the side of my head, and she wanted hers done, so I shaved it, and she got long curly hair. It was so pretty, so cute. Oh, this is a good one. Let me post this one for you.
Our shows in Bulgaria this year will be the third. Thank you so much. I think Victoria is her name. If
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
think so.
correctly, I'm really sorry. Thank you so much. And yes, we are going to play in Bulgaria again the 8th of September at this festival. And don't cry. There's nothing to cry about. But if you feel like you have to let it out, cry. It's okay. Crying is
Nothing wrong.
very natural. Just make sure you cry for happiness and because you're happy and not because you're sad.
Right. There's nothing wrong with crying. And I tell my friends all the time, you can do that. Like if you need to break down or whatever, it's fine. Just
Yeah,
don't stay down. Like have your moment and then, get yourself back up.
exactly.
Let's see. I feel like you might have already touched on this, but
If
we'll
you
post
want
it.
to be famous and felt you want it. Well, it's so funny because I never really wanted to be famous. I don't
Yeah.
feel like I am famous and I don't see myself famous. What I see is being out there and help. That's what I see. And that's my goal. And I know that will come with being known is technically what it is to be famous.
Right.
It's anonymous. But just this word, for some reason, doesn't describe the feeling I have.
It feels weird to
It
say
feels
it.
weird. Definitely, it feels weird to be recognized sometimes on a street. It feels weird to be, judged by what you do because they know who you are, or
Yes.
certain. It has its ups and downs. Sometimes they don't, they judge you for your personal life. They judge your personal choice of life because you're famous and your life is out there.
Yeah.
Everybody can read about it. Everybody can, post about it. That's why I am not really, really sharing every single thing about my personal life.
Yeah.
But I'm very happy. I'm a very happy girl. I'm a very happy person. I'm a very happy musician. And I've been through a lot in my life, and I want to share sometimes part of my happiness and part of my achievements just because I know everybody can. Everybody
Exactly.
deserves to be happy. And that's why you have to do what makes you happy.
I
So,
agree 100%.
yeah.
This is a good question. If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
I know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I always want to go with the very typical one. I want to fly.
Right.
Of course, I want to fly. But if we talk about something more realistic, I wish I could stop people from lying.
Oh my gosh.
The biggest problem of our society is that people lie to themselves.
Yes.
Not about the lies they give to each other. It's about the lie that they give to themselves.
Hmm.
Please be honest with yourself and make sure you're honest with yourself. If you are in a relationship, don't fake your happiness. Make sure
Yep.
you're happy, and if you're not, talk about it. If you are in family and you live with your parents and you're not happy about certain things, don't fake that you're happy because everybody around you is going to believe in this lie that you're giving to them on the plate. You're giving them this and they are going to eat it. And so they thought maybe their whole life that you're happy and satisfied, but
Yep.
you're not.
We
Or
call it the Facebook happy, where it all looks
exactly,
beautiful.
don't fake your happiness and the way you feel with your man. And man, please don't fake the way you feel with your women. Don't do
Hmm.
that because this is why one day you will break, or she will break, or whoever it is you're dealing with will break. And then one day you wake up and you are gonna believe your own lies for a
Hmm.
while. You're
Yep.
gonna believe it, believe it, believe it, believe it, but not forever. So stop fucking lying to yourself. That's just something I oh my god, stop it.
It doesn't do anything but cause problems.
Absolutely.
And whenever you have to face this lie, and the thing is, you start there, and then it's like you have to do a lie to cover that lie, and then another lie to cover that one. Like you get so lost, and you don't even know what the
We are
truth or reality is anymore.
human beings, and it's okay. We mistake. We do stuff we can't even believe we did sometimes. It's okay. It happens. You can't change the past. You can't change what you already done. But don't
Mm-hmm.
lie about what you did, or don't lie about how you feel. Don't lie about that, because that's the worst.
Absolutely. Hello, Craig. I'm not missing you. I'm just reading comments.
Sorry, I'm taking my sweet time to answer everybody.
No, you're good. All right. Johnny says, do you put some of the old song on a CD one day? I'm guessing old music.
Well, they are all on the CD.
Yeah, that's
We probably have just like a few songs
might
that
be stuff that hasn't been released, maybe. I'm guessing.
but
I'm not
everything
sure.
was released. Yeah.
Any plans of recording Parasite on an album, or is the demo going to be the only version?
Yeah. So Parasite has a different story behind it. It was uh, part of a creation of a different band, kind of. It was the band that our guitar player Vidik was in it, and
Mm-hmm.
he wrote that song for that band.
Okay.
And when we started, of course, he took the song with him, because the band doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
But I felt like it's not really who Infected Rain is, and it's the only song I feel like that. I like the song. It was uh, from the beginning of our, uh, when we just started, and it was just, for some reason, I never felt very close to that song, because
It wasn't y'all's.
it was not, yeah. So it's probably never gonna happen. Why should we keep on, why should we write older songs when we can give you newer ones?
New stuff. Yeah.
I don't know. That's our theory for now. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Let's see.
Everybody
Okay,
can see these questions, right? Because I'm not double reading.
Yes, they can all see them. Mm-hmm.
Hi, Marcus. Did you watch the clips on YouTube when people? Yes, the reactions for the music videos. I believe we watched them all. We tried to, at least. It's nice, definitely nice to see some of them. Some people are shocked, some people are smiley, some people are judging us, some people are comparing us. That's another thing that you better stop doing. Don't compare bands. This is not.
I don't like when people do that, or they're like, "Oh, they sound like so and so." No, they sound like themselves.
Just everybody stop it. Especially you do that with female vocalists.
Yes.
There's not too many of us, so now you put us all in one category, like one range, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is good.
I just did
from the other. We are so different. So different.
I just did a show recently with all female fronted bands, and I was happy I got to do it because everyone sounds different. Like everybody's got their own style. Like they might fall in the same genre, quote unquote, but each band has their own feel. Like one band I really love is Flight of Fire. They're all female and they just have their own style, which, then you go from that to In This Moment, to y'all, to, to Ginger, to whatever. And it's like, you're going to get a little bit of different stuff. Just because there's a girl up front doesn't mean you're getting the same music.
Absolutely.
I mean, no one would say that about any other band.
But yes, coming back to your question, we like to do that. And sometimes we even research for that to see if there's anything new people did for us or about us. And sometimes we are very pleasantly surprised. But very often we actually just come across some things our fans shared, or they know they can message us and be like, hey, look what I found. Did you guys see that? So yeah, it's amazing. It's really cool.
I think I'm catching up finally to the comments. David, hello. I love your performances. Everything fits. You have a mega voice and the energy that always comes over.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Our friend Pickles the Clown is in here. Hello, Pickles. Where can we get your merchandise, like shirts, hats, etc.?
Yeah. Hi, David. We do have an online shop that we had to stop temporary because we changed our website and because we're going on tour literally almost next week. We are going to be on the road September 6th already. So we are getting ready for that. We didn't want anybody to be waiting for their packages for so long. While we are touring, we are not selling. We are selling only on our live shows. So when we are back from our tour, I promise you, our online shop is going to be open, and we are going to definitely announce that everywhere: Facebook, our website, Instagram,
Be on
everywhere.
the lookout. We'll
Yes,
definitely share everywhere once that's put. Let us know, and we will
yes,
get it
so
out
much.
there.
So again, just because we manage everything by ourselves, sometimes it's tricky. We have to stop that, but we are working on having that somebody else taking care of that. We have some
It's
people
hard.
that
People don't understand. It's a lot of work.
it's a lot of work. Just bear there with us, and it'll be there.
This is a good one.
What was the most funny or weirdest moment that happened with you on tour? Oh, Lars. Well, you know what? Okay, so first of all, I invite you all to go on YouTube and watch our tour live videos we post. We just posted one recently, actually, I think yesterday, from it's like part of the spring tour, and we are trying because we do our own filming, editing, and I put subtitles so the whole world can actually read it and watch it because we speak different languages. So please do that. I invite you to be part of this because you're going to learn so much about us as people and as a band and as a musician, right? Because there are ups and downs, there are situations that are tricky, and certain things you don't even realize happen to bands on the road. All right,
Yeah.
so that's first. Now, second, coming back to your question, we even have that on our tour. I believe it was last year. We had a really funny situation. You know, we were touring Europe, and we stopped at a gas station to use the restroom or whatever. It was not for gas, right? So then we left, and after 45 minutes, we realized our bass player is missing. That was scary and funny at the same time because it never happened to us before. Our tour van is not too big; it's only 7 people, and you know we drive by ourselves. The boys take turns, and it's fun because we play our own music, and you know. But we thought he was sleeping. We thought he was resting, but he was not there. So we got very lucky that he had his phone with him, and
Yes.
Europe is very, very good with Wi-Fi at gas stations and stuff, so he could connect with us. So very lucky. We found him when we were back, but that was very, very funny. He sent us a picture with his very mad face doing this. When we realized he was not in the car, that was very funny. We had to drive all the way back, and then again on the road, we almost missed our sound check time, but you know,
Oh man,
it was really funny, really funny.
that is funny. Everyone is in love with your mug. I've seen the comment probably about 5 or 6 times. That is Snow White.
If anybody's curious, I drink coffee. If I'm addicted to something, it's coffee.
So that is Snow White. That's the poison apple.
Yeah.
And then this is my
Jack.
My favorite movie.
I love Tim Burton's.
Oh gosh, I love. We actually had a Nightmare Before Christmas themed wedding, cake and everything. In our reception, we had skulls and spider webs and stuff. Oh, it was great. It was very Halloween, so it worked. It was good. We had a good time.
I had the opportunity for those who are following me. They know I had an opportunity to dance with Jack in Disneyland. So you jealous?
I like when they changed the Haunted Mansion to Nightmare Before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I've been way too many times.
No such thing.
Well, like I have family. I had a friend that used to work there, so we would get in free. And then my stepmom's sister works there, so she would get us in for free too.
I'll go
So
there tomorrow, actually, in the morning. I will drive there.
ah,
I'll stay there too.
nice.
So if you guys are somewhere in California, come say hi.
Absolutely. Oh, my friend Raven from Waking the Sleeper is in here. She's saying hello. Just gonna post that real quick. Hello. Hi, Raven. She is in one of these wonderful. Actually, I played her on my female fronted show as well. You should definitely check them out. They're really, really good. They're called Waking the Sleeper. And anyone in the comments, you should go check her out as well. They're great. Let's see. In Mexico, I can help you guys with group merchandise production. Okay. New album in 2019 is a question mark on that one.
Yes, hopefully. Yes, hopefully. If nothing changes, that's the plan.
Craig, we already went over. He's asking who your biggest inspirations are. We went over that a little bit earlier. They're saying, oh, here, let me post this one.
Yeah, see, somebody's watching. All right. Yes, I think my boys are very funny. I'm very lucky. We have our ups and downs. Sometimes we fight, like in every family, but it's temporary. We talk about it and, we make sure that everybody understood where, the mistake was made. And it's been just so long. We grew up together. We do one thing together and we do it so well. We feel so great. And while we are on the stage, that it's just that keeps us together, and the boys are super funny, always joking around, and
that always makes it better, because you're just having fun. It's not like you're working, you're just having fun.
Yeah, it is definitely work. It is, because otherwise, if you're not serious, if it's only party, you won't get far. Trust me, you won't, especially when you're self-managed and you have to deal with everything by yourself. If you are partying all the time, and by the way, I want you guys to know about that, because some of you get upset that we don't party after the show, or we don't stay for too long, or we don't talk for too long, or things like that. Sometimes we do more than the others because maybe next day we have a day off, or maybe because we don't have to wake up very early and drive too far. But most of the times we are on the mission. Yes, we are having a blast. We're having a very good time and we're having fun, but there's work that needs to be done. We don't have other people that are going to do that for us. We have to unload the car, load the car, play the show. We have to make sure everybody's ready for the next show. We have to drive ourselves. We have to be ready for everything. And we literally are. We learned a lot, and that's how it is, So it's hard.
I think people forget. People just forget. I don't ever think it's like a purposeful thing. Like I've had to tell people before, like I'm not purposely ignoring a comment. I'm not purposely not responding to immediately. It's just there's a lot that goes on, and my husband and I do everything. So, if we're taking a bit, and we have 6 kids, and we both go to school full time. Yeah. Wow. So, and I work.
That's amazing. You are bad. Badass.
4 girls and 2 boys.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I know what that means. It's 4 of us, 4 girls. Yep. I know it's not easy. And it's fun.
They're good kids, though. Fun. They're good. They're from ages. My son will be 12 in October. He actually was born the day before Halloween.
Aww.
And the youngest, she'll be 3 months in a few days. So.
Wow. Good for you. You're amazing.
Thank you.
I just hope you're gonna have a lot of strength and energy always. Just always. Because
I don't know where it comes from. Well, I actually had someone at work ask me the other day. She's like, "How do you do it? Where do you get the energy?" I'm like, "I just do it. Like I don't. It's just there. I do it because it has to be done." So here we go.
My next tattoo. Well, I'm not sure. I have many ideas, so I'm not sure which one comes next. But yeah, I have many ideas. So many. I have an appointment with this amazing tattoo artist, Miguel. Um, he's going to tattoo me for my birthday. Actually, the appointment is a little bit after my birthday, but this is like my birthday gift for myself. And
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be Dracula,
Oh, nice.
Gary Oldman's version of Dracula.
Oh,
That is one of my favorite actors, and Dracula from Bram Stoker was my first book I ever read in English, which is very funny because it's actually a very difficult English.
yes.
Somebody that doesn't speak English,
Yeah.
so I had to go over and over certain sentences, but like again
I
and
get to
again.
understand it. Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be soon. But I don't know if that's like the very next one or I'm gonna have something in between. I have ideas, so many. So yeah.
I originally had my kids' names like tattooed on me, and then I got them covered because I just thought it was like everybody does that. You know, I was like, I want to do something different. So all my kids can draw actually. So
Yeah.
they each have drawn their own little picture that I plan to get tattooed. So they'll each have their own little spot. My daughter did like a My Little Pony. I think she did a Rainbow Dash. That's my favorite one. And my son drew like a robot. So I have all these little funky kid drawings on, but I think it'll be cool because then we can look back at it later when they're like, you know, grown. You're like, well, look what you drew when you were 7 years old.
Exactly.
Hello, Wileen. Yes, it's okay. What was your first tattoo? Says Dominic.
Dominic, I had a little angel over here that I covered later with my wings. It's not a cover up tattoo. It's like it's he is there for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like my protective little angel. And then I cover it with my wings, like I can protect myself right now and I can fly and he is there. You can actually see it if you look closer. It was just
Mm-hmm.
a little black and gray little angel.
Little angel. I got a treble clef, actually, probably about that big, on my ankle. And the first guy that did it, the color did not stay. I ended up having to go back like a week later,
Oh,
and they colored it rainbow color. So now it's red, orange, yellow, green, and blue. And that's my first. And then after that, I went back and got this huge rose on my back. Go figure. So it started tiny and then went huge after that. I think that's kind of what happens with tattoos, though. They are very addicting. Is there any one that you have that has more meaning to you than another one, or one that's like really special?
well, all my tattoos are related in a way to my life, my lifestyle, or people around me as well. I think the one that has more meaning to me is this Powerpuff Girls I have over here.
Oh, nice.
It's actually a tattoo that we have matching tattoos with my sisters. And me and my other two sisters, we are from my same mom and dad. And we were very close and we grew up watching Powerpuff Girls. And we loved playing around and pretending we are Powerpuff Girls and we are going to save
Oh,
them.
that's cute.
And we chose our own little girl. And when we were older, I don't even remember how many years ago now, probably almost 10 now, we decided to get it tattooed on us. And you can even see some pictures online of us like going all together.
Over here. Oh, that's cute.
So that's, I love my sisters with all my heart, love my family, and that I love a lot. And then the second place is all the tattoos that are related to the band, which are,
You said you have three sisters, so it's four of y'all total?
yes, I have, so it's three of us from my mom and dad and another girl from my stepdad.
Okay. Yeah, there was four of us. I'm the oldest, and my brother, and then my two
Yeah.
sisters. And me and my brother have matching tattoos. We actually got these burning pirate flags.
Mm-hmm.
Mine looks better than his. I don't know what happened. Yeah, they're in the same spot, but mine looks way better than his. But you can tell they're the same.
Mm-hmm.
Lord. Let's see. People are just saying they can't wait to see you in, their city, since y'all, I know you got your tour and all. Lena, I saw you have a Yoda tattoo. The Force
Yeah.
must be strong in you.
I love Star Wars, and Yoda is my favorite for sure.
Let's see. I think I have hit pretty much everyone's question. If I missed any, I apologize. Oh, someone wants to know what lipstick color you are wearing. They need it in their life.
Oh, so this one right now is from MAC, and I don't remember the name or number, but it's just great.
I wish they would work harder on the printing on the outside, because I have people like half the stuff I cannot remember the name of it and the letters are all gone. I
Yeah,
don't know what color it is.
for a while.
Yes.
Yeah, but this is not the brand I use the most, unfortunately. I do like their stuff, but it's not the one I prefer the most. The one I prefer the most are a little bit more resistant and more waterproof, long last or whatever, because I'm on the stage so much, and for all the photo shoots, they stay better. So, but I like it, yeah, for like more everyday life.
Every day. Mm-hmm. No, it's very nice. Let's see. Yeah, I think I got everybody's comments, questions. If I missed any, I apologize. Y'all, of course, I'm sure she has no issue with you messaging the page if you have a question that I did miss that she can get to later. I did try to get to all of them.
Yes, I will.
Let's see. So is there, I spoke earlier about the Organization for Autism Research. Is there a charity of your own that you're really passionate about?
I never really did anything like that besides donating a lot of school stuff and accessories and clothing to kids.
Yes.
I was very, very disappointed. I wanted to help in Moldova one time, the kids, and I was very disappointed that they said they don't accept anything besides money. So it was a house for,
wow.
Yeah, it was a house for orphans.
So
And
why would they want anything other? I mean, there's so much
I
you
have
can
no
do.
idea. They said they have a good reason for that. Probably they had really bad experience in the past. I have no idea. I was a little bit disappointed because sometimes money is not what brings you happiness. And
No.
so, I felt like I could help directly a little bit more with things than just give money to somebody that you don't even know what they're going to do with those
So
money.
it's more personal than just giving, a check or something.
For sure. I've been part of this one big sale in Russia. They did a calendar for 2017, if I remember correctly, with a lot of singers and famous or known females. So they did a whole calendar, and everybody had their own month. And everybody who was buying the calendar was technically donating to as well. And that was great. It was a cool one. We wanted to be part of this one vegan festival that was collecting money for animal shelters.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, we couldn't be part of it for reasons that were not connected to us. But we are always open. The only thing that we are never going to be part of, and I promise you that, is any political or religious movements.
Yeah, we don't get involved in it. Anytime I see anything, I usually either skip over it or just keep it moving because,
there are so many.
You're gonna offend somebody, whether you agree with them or you don't agree with them. There's always going to be someone that is going to be upset. Whether that's why, and we have a lot of DJs on our radio station, and they're like, "Well, what can we not talk about?" I'm like, racist issues, religion, and political stuff. I'm like, other than that, you're good.
Definitely.
We just don't touch those at all. Here we go.
Releasing the DVD. We did have that idea, and we have so many ideas again, guys. We were thinking about a possible acoustic concert and maybe record all that, film all that, and have a DVD. Maybe a full live, like a show that we can film with different cameras and release it as a DVD. The ideas are endless. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
the opportunities are not so many. So
Yeah.
what I'm talking about is everything is possible. It's just that for now we have to choose priorities, right? So that's why we tour so much. That's why we try to write a lot, because these are the priorities right now. Later on, when we are gonna be touring more and having more time for something different, that's what we're gonna do for sure. Something that we never did.
I miss the old DVDs that bands used to do, where they kind of gave you this point of view. But we have so much social media, so people don't really do that anymore. But I remember having all
Yeah,
these DVDs from bands where they kind of were giving you this 101, and you're getting backstage and you're seeing them
that's
perform.
why we release all the touring videos, because we include some live performance in it. We include some backstage, and we include the tour live, the actual driving through the cities we visit. Sometimes we have
Nice.
time and we go around cities and we being tourists, and sometimes we are so lucky and we have fans that show us around, and it's so
That's awesome.
to learn.
David wants to know, what's your favorite Star Wars movie?
I think I'm a bigger fan of older ones, so like, the older ones, before they became Disney movies.
Yeah.
But I do like all the new ones as well. I just consider them like separate movies a little bit. Doesn't make, because they are a little bit different and new.
Yeah.
And I know real big Star Wars fans, they are very particular about their tastes regarding newer stuff.
Yes.
I just like them all. I don't know. Yeah.
Here we go.
What does it mean unwind exactly?
Basically, when you do a show, there's a lot of adrenaline and energy. How do you come back down to
Yeah.
a calm state from that?
So I understood correctly. Well, basically, I need like 10 minutes to catch my breath after the show. And then the only thing that makes me calm back to reality is the fans. I go in the crowd. And many people know that's true. Who comes to our shows, they know that after like 10 or 15 minutes, I'll be there to talk to you, to take a picture, and to give you a hug, for sure. That helps me a lot. It helps me.
Yeah. Okay, here's one.
Well, maybe. I got this request a lot, especially lately. I try to do videos here and there, especially like those like super fast ones, time lapse or whatever. I should do that. I know. I am trying to dedicate a little bit more time to it. I don't want to just do it. I want to do it well. So
Right.
I'm gonna probably order some good lights for that first. And then when I have more time off from touring, which is probably going to be closer to the end of the year, I will dedicate some time for that. You're not the only one, Anastasia. A lot of people ask me that, and a lot of photographers ask me that too. I know I should do it. I should share some. It's not
Do you
that
find it hard to record yourself when you're to do that? Because my sister asked me to do this for her. She doesn't wear makeup really at all, and she's like, "I just show me how you do yours." And like, it's like, I went to school for this. I know how to do this, but I know how to do mine.
that's technically what they want to know. They want you to speak through your makeup and show what you're using, how you're using it. And I have no problems with sharing that. It's just I don't want to do it just because I want to do it properly. So maybe I'll start that sooner or later. I was moving, to be honest with you. I was changing the place I was living at, and I am not always home, and that sometimes is the issue. You know, but when I am home more, I can do that for sure.
Okay. Michael says, and I'm just going to paraphrase what the question says. Say that you are lucky enough to have found Aladdin's lamp and the genie has given you 3 wishes. What are your 3 wishes? I think that's such a crazy question because, like, you know, it's hard to answer something like that because my immediate thing is, okay, well, I would love for my mom to not be sick, or I would love to get rid of cancer or something. You know what I mean?
Be very selfish. I think one that is going to be amazing is I want the teleport to exist for many reasons. First of all, because I'm so sick of airports. Like, it would be so much easier to just push the button and be there in the different planet and play the show, and then push the button and be with your loved ones, and push the button and be with your cat or whatever. You know, that would be amazing. That would solve so many problems.
Yeah.
Family problems. Like, most of the artists or musicians that travel, they can't even have a personal life because of the traveling. So that would be one for sure. I will include the lying part. I want people to not be able to lie to themselves.
Yes.
I'll include that there for sure. And then the third one, I wish, I don't know, I wish people could be a little bit more kind to each other. And I know it sounds very girly and it sounds very typical, but people are so not kind.
They really aren't, and it's a different,
so not kind.
And you know, and we joke around, my husband and I, about how just like 10, 15 years ago, people acted totally different than they do now. Like, I feel like everybody is hypersensitive and super on edge, and people are not nice like they used to be. And, you know, me being from Texas, everyone's nice. I said, even if someone's mean, they're still nice about it. You know, they're like, move out of the way, sugar. You know, it's still not like, they're still nice about it. So it's
be nicer, because the world is not nice and life is cruel sometimes. Be nice to each other. And, you know, I know it's not easy. Me, myself, I'm a very emotional person. I'm a Scorpio. And if you bite me, it's so hard for me to not fucking bite you back. You don't have the war between, like, that's happening inside me to not, like, actually bite you back. But
it's difficult.
We're human, and we have to try and learn and be better. Always try your best to be the best version of yourself for your own sake.
This one I'm going to read because if I post it up here, it's going to take up the whole screen because it's that long. But it says, "Hi, Lena, from Russia with love." His name is Boris. Super cool photos from Infected Rain show in, I think it's Bryansk. I'm probably saying that wrong. We'll be ready very soon. I'm the man with the camera who ran like crazy all around the stage, photographed the band, and moshing at the same time. I hope you enjoy the photos, and big thanks for the awesome show again. We were few, but it was very cool. And that y'all have the funniest tour videos he's ever seen. And finally, what are Infected Rain's main goal for next year? And I guess your own as well. But I think you do that at the beginning of the year, correct?
Yes. Yeah, we have many plans. Thank you for this question. And I'm going to answer this question. And I think we are going to have like a few more minutes because it's very late in Europe and I don't want to keep everybody so late.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. So I promise you definitely for next year, you're going to have new material from us, a lot more shows, and you're going to be very pleasantly surprised on what we were working during the whole year. We, as I said before, we are an independent band and nobody else besides the band members has their own opinion or their own word in the songwriting. So I think we are loving it so far, and what we are creating, we just can't wait for you to check it out. Can't wait. We know you're gonna like it because it's amazing. So we are promising you more of that. And as I said before, we are trying our best to visit countries we've never been before. Hopefully, more and more this year. Finger crossed.
All right. Did you want to do one more question and then
We
we'll
can
kind of close it out?
let's do
Okay.
3 more questions.
Huh?
3 more.
Okay, 3 more. Okay. Will you ever re-release the EP on disc?
Yeah, I think that's related to the question before about older songs.
Yes.
We don't plan that for now. As I said before, we feel like we have so much more to give. Why should we go and dig the old stuff?
Right.
From a different perspective, though, maybe one day we are gonna just rewrite it or re-release it the way we see it now. Same ideas in a different, differently tuned. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. I can't promise you, but that will definitely not happen soon.
What song do you enjoy performing the most on stage?
Oh my God, so many.
Yeah. That's a hard one.
I love many of them. I really like Sweet Sweet Lies. Sweet Sweet Lies is part of Embrace Eternity. And it is a very powerful song. Very heavy, but very powerful. The message is very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like while we play that song, it's like almost like a gun that can shoot so far and so deep. And I don't know, for some reason that song just, I told my boys recently, because unfortunately sometimes you have to like choose, your playlist, and you have to get rid of some songs. You can't play them all live. Yeah. And I told them, this song we have to play forever. For some reason, that song. Also, Orphan Soul. I really, really like. Oh my God, I like them all.
Yeah, that's a hard one to answer.
It is very hard. Very.
Right, each of them in their own right. Yes. The last question: do you guys have any plans to celebrate the band's anniversary?
Well, we kind of did during this whole year, because this is the year of our first appearance. 10 years ago, in 2008, we did our first show. It was August 3rd, and that's when it all started. We are celebrating with our shows, and we are celebrating after the shows and with the tours. We are not going to do anything specific, dedicated specifically for that. Again, for many reasons, because we want to try to release newer stuff, and I don't have much time. Unfortunately, I'm very limited when I stay in Europe. There are rules for people that, now it's a rule, but maybe some people don't know about that. But when you have a green card in a country, you can't be away from that country for more than 6 months every year. So that's the limit I can spend in Europe.
Right.
During a whole year. That's not all
separate
in different months, and that's why we tour and write when I'm there. Now, when we are going to start touring the US, it's going to be way easier because we can tour and write here as well. So I can't wait for that to happen.
All right. Now, on this close out, if you want to just let people know where they can find you on social media so they can follow you and things like that and be able to keep up with everything that you guys are doing. Of course, we will share everything on the OA Radio Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages, but let them know so they can go and, of course, love and enjoy you guys as much as we do here.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you, Renee, for this 2 hours or more you dedicated to me. You are a very beautiful person, and I enjoyed this.
Me too.
And hopefully we can do it again, you know, maybe next year when we have newer material and we can talk about that with people. I
Absolutely.
really enjoy that, and I am wishing for you lots of luck with the radio and with being a mom, and be
Thank
strong. And no matter what, you know, keep doing what you're doing because it's awesome. And to my fans and to Infected Rain fans, I want to say thank you for everything you do, and know that we are we feel very, very lucky to have you, because we know that without you, there is no us. We exist because of you. We don't exist because a record label. We don't exist
Mhm.
because a manager, and we don't exist because somebody is investing in us and is like creating us. We exist because of you, because you like, genuinely, you like what we do, and what we do is very sincere, because it's the I don't know, it's the art that we create, it's the way we feel, and you like it. And then I don't know what can feel better. So thank you so much again for your support. Please come to our shows, and or other shows. Support local bands, support bands
Yes.
that come to your city and your town, because it's not easy to get there. Sometimes we go through hell to get there. Trust me,
Mhm.
I know. And it's not
And
easy.
stay for the whole show. Don't just stay for one band.
Oh
Stay
yeah,
for the
if
entire
you're
show.
there, enjoy it all, you know. So again, thank you again for everything. Stay tuned for the newer dates. We are gonna upload newer dates for the fall tour in 1 or 2 days maximum. And see you guys all soon.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much for doing this. This has been a lot of fun. I like doing these because it's a chill environment. You know, but we still get a lot of information out. And you are a sweetheart. I'm an empath, and I totally feel your energy. And you have a wonderful, beautiful aura about you. And you just keep doing what you're doing. Obviously, people can tell that about you, and they love that about you. So don't stop, and keep doing. Like I said, keep doing what you're doing. Keep making this great music that is relatable and awesome, and much love from me and from my husband as well,
Thank you.
and the OA radio family. So thank you. Thank you everybody for tuning in. If you missed any of it, it will end shortly and you can go back and watch it. We also are going to upload it to YouTube and different platforms so you guys can see it if you can't see it here on Facebook. But again, thank you so much. Hashtag takeover, and we are out. Bye.
All right.
Ooh,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
I'll disconnect now.
All right, honey.
Thanks
Bye.
again for everything. Bye. Let me know what you want me to share and where it is going to be, okay?
Okay, I will.
Thanks.